Okay, welcome to the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. And nobody's here. Nobody's here yet. I guess we've got technical difficulties, as always.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
Come on
Judge.
down.
Oh, look at you.
How's the mic? How's the audio?
I'm going to check now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me see. Let me see
Another
if I
edition
can.
of Blue Green Ocean Road with your host, David Stenberg.
Yes,
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only
featuring
Stenberg.
George Morgan and the deck. That's a band.
Deck.
Yeah, George Morgan and the deck.
On the deck.
On the deck.
I'm a captain of my half-ass ship,
Ah,
HMS fucking dickhead.
you're Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan.
That's a hell of an outfit, ain't it?
God.
You know, I'd like to be able to
Yeah.
dress up like a buccaneer, man. Big old feather in the hat, all that. That's the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody gives you shit if you wear that stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
there's a pirate day.
Pirate Day.
When's Pirates Day. Yeah, there is. There's like a National Pirates Day.
Oh, that
where
one
everybody
I'm in
dresses
for.
Like pirates.
Oh, let's do that. Let's have that off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is.
fuck Memorial Day and
I
all
think
that
it
bullshit.
coincides with warm weather, rum, and your ability to go outside and egg and bother the shit out of people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the day I want. That's the holiday. Fuck the shit out of people day.
Drink rum, yes.
Yeah. Pee on things. Dumpsters and such.
Let's get our producer fact checker to find that date for us.
Yes.
Oh, we don't have one.
Hey, Mike.
Where them other boys at?
Let's see.
Where them other boys at?
Okay, I'll admit. And I'll admit.
All right.
Things are looking up now, man.
Hey. How's it going?
Mike and Mike. It's the Mikes.
All right.
How you boys doing today?
Not so bad. About yourself?
Yes.
All right. Hey, nice job on that porch there, George.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for your help trucking all that stuff over here.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
anything.
had to go back and get one more piece, and I had to tie it to the top of the truck. And it was a bit of a challenge.
That flop, one of those floppy pieces.
But
I want what he's having.
but that
I want what he's having.
What is he having? What do you got there, George?
well, my brother cleaned out the parents' cupboard, found all this expired canned goods. So
You know breakfast.
making chicken stew, not with chicken, but for chickens.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see that. Am I showing that?
Oh,
correctly?
that's a
yeah,
relief.
it's a bunch of old.
Joey and Marina are in for a surprise. It's goulash.
Look at this. Didn't you look at this? I'm not going to mention the name because I don't want to get defunded. But there's a famous pan of beef stew here where they have one chunk of beef in it and the rest of all veg.
Sure that's beef?
Hey, beef. Hey,
One chunk of beef stew.
Got for one of these.
Anyway,
when we were at sea, the furthest we got from the United States, the weirder the food got. They started calling everything rabbit. Like at the Mestex, it was rabbit. It was just breaded whatever. I don't know if we were near a place that was like famous for its lizard. We were eating but they called it rabbit. You know what I mean? It was like, this is not the same. This doesn't even have the same anatomy as the rabbit we had last week. You know, it's just breaded animal something. You know, just
I found it.
it's rabbit.
I'm sorry.
We're eating rabbit. We never ate rabbit in the States. We suddenly were eating rabbit
Jeez.
in the Indian Ocean for some reason. The
I
kangaroo.
ate at the Irish pub in Putnam, and I had their stew, and it was Dinty Moore stew, but it was watered down,
Ah, stretch it.
and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And there was like a tiniest little piece of meat like this in the whole bowl of stew. It was
What restaurant's this?
the Irish pub in Putnam.
Oh,
Don't go there.
it's probably famous for its beer. Is it a beer thing?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, they had Guinness, and
Well,
the fish and chips looked good, but I didn't order that. I ordered the stew, and
No tip.
it wasn't the waitress's fault, Mike.
I know. Just pulling your leg.
you're
Yeah,
just not a tipper.
cheap bastard.
Right, man. You got no sense of humor.
You cheap bastard. You're so tight your ass squeaks when you walk, man.
Rolo.
Watch out, man. Watch out. You leave a tip on the table, Mike is going to swipe it back off the table, put it in his pocket.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, I seen you in action. Quick move.
That ain't cool, man.
That's because it never happened.
Hey, you are stealing tips with your fish in your pocket. You're just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Who let him in here?
You don't want me coming into your restaurant.
No. It's just-
Especially
Pock-
one of those all-you-can-eat buffets. Ooh.
Oh,
What?
man.
Ooh.
Don't go to those. Don't do it. I've been to them. I've been to them in the worst place out west. It's just like that scene out of Fargo. No lie. Like just, it's I'm not eating here, man.
There's no rule you can't stay for 2 meals.
That sneeze guard don't work. It ain't shielding shit.
Look at him over here. He's got no sense of humor. He's like,
There-
"You
There's
don't-
there's clearly room for sneeze to get by this guard. It feels like a Chinese buffet. There's one. I don't know. It's over near Gano Street or something. I forgot now, right? But it's You were with me, Mike, when I got that car. Remember when I bought that Dodge, that little Dodge car, that Dodge Colt, and you kept going. Think of it, Dave. You could leave right now. You could just leave. You could just walk away. But no, I wanted the new shiny car, and it was a thrill for like 10 till the first payment, and it was like, what have I done? Then Mike's face showed up every month, every time I got the
That
bill.
first payment, man.
The second, the third, then I hit a pole, and it was over. I got out of it.
I had a Dodge Colt. That
Kind of
wasn't that
takes
bad.
all the charm out of it.
That
that
was a
first
great
payment,
car.
doesn't it?
That was a really great car. I had a standard.
Yeah, they get a bad rap. They
Why'd they
last
get a
while.
bet? They were Mitsubishi. They were awesome. They weren't really, because they weren't really Dodge. I mean, they weren't really
They were
Chrysler.
$600 for one, and it lasted 2 years.
I bought mine new for like $8,000 maybe back then. Don't remember. I know one thing I did. I came out of Video Vault. I got in my car, the Colt, right, silver little Colt car, and I was in a Ford. I wasn't even in a Mitsubishi. I was in a different car. It looked exactly like mine. Like it was the same color, all that. Just the dashboard was different. I'm sitting in it. I got in. I got my key. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Right? Oh, I'm not in my. This is not my car.
You know what, back to the buffet thing, you know what buffets scare me? The ones that have all the different types of cuisine.
All of them.
They
Scary.
got, they got this, they got Italian, they got Steve, they got, you name it, Chinese, They can't do everything right, there's no way.
No, I know.
That big market on the east side there that has that Whole Foods. They do that. They've got everything. They got Indian food. They got Chinese food. They got roast beef and mashed potatoes. They
Keep
got
the Indian food away from the Pakistani food, because then they'll start trouble, and it might even nuke each other, and then that would ruin the.
Gastrointestinal
Yeah,
distress.
something really bad happening down there. What are you doing here?
Drop a bomb about 4 hours.
Explosive gastrointestinal distress.
No couscous. No couscous zone.
I like it's a good buffet if it's done right.
Yeah, what I've made, what I've done, my buffet, my very own. Um,
Uh,
no, it's just one of those things. I don't know. I gotta, I gotta reach in there and get it. That means other people have to reach in there. You know what I mean? And then there's ladle with soup. Like somebody doesn't just start doing crap like that when no one's looking. It's like, well,
Yeah.
start tasting, yeah.
well,
Yeah,
now there's
and
cameras everywhere. You can't get away with
do
dirt,
that.
so maybe it's better. But I don't know. It's just kind of
They mix up. What they do is they mix up the spoons. Like they put the spoons in this thing and with that thing.
yeah.
What is it? After a while, you're like, what the
I
hell
don't
is
want chow mein in my mashed potatoes.
it?
I don't want blue cheese dressing in my peanut butter. Look at this shit.
Keep your spoons separate, people.
Hey, I wouldn't go. I don't know.
I'd be the
Buffets. I
buffet-
was never a fan. I'm not a fan of them.
I'd be the
I don't like.
buffet police, you know? That'd be my job. Buffet
Oh.
police. Hey, touch your spoon.
Hey, have you guys seen this? Apparently, those self checkouts in grocery stores and stuff have a tip button, like tip tip the machine. Yeah, yeah. Look for it. I heard that it's a thing.
Round up.
No, not round up. This
I've
is
seen
tip.
that,
It's
yeah.
20. Have you?
I've seen that.
I haven't
Yes, and I've
seen
also
I got
seen if
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
pay
yeah.
by if you pay by card, most likely even if
Well, the answer is
not
no.
tipping
Obviously, I'm not donating a
Yeah,
dollar
they
to
ask
anything.
for it.
All that. No, no, no. And then I've done no, 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 and then I said no to the balance. Like the last thing it says, this balance correct? No, I'm already in no mode. No, 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 no. Right? And I said, okay, I got to put the card back in now because I said no to the purchase after no to everything else that's come by me before. You know,
I'm waiting
that's
for
how
the-
they get you.
I'm sure CVS cares about
Round
muscular
down.
dystrophy. I'm sure.
You want to round down?
Yeah, then they look at you. What? Do you like crippled kids? You like kids?
Yeah, you got to do that. Everybody's looking at you. Will he
like
hit the big
disease?
green yes or the no? No, I suck button, and that's what I do anyway. Fucking no, I suck. Well, that's what I should say. I should say that when I hit it. No, I suck. No, fuck you. I can't say fuck you, but I can say it on. I can say it on the internet. I can say fuck you all I want. Let's get demonetized right now.
I didn't think you were monetized to begin with.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's not a. We're not monetizing anything.
Who's watching us?
We are.
Nobody.
Leave your comments.
Yeah. Nah, don't
Leave
do
your
that. No,
comments so
please
we know.
don't.
If you
No,
happen
don't.
to
Do not listen to this man right here.
If you happen to randomly find this podcast, please leave a comment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let us
Trolls.
know if something's going on.
Trolls.
over there.
Yeah, we'll take a troll. Send us your hate. Share us with other people who hate also. You hate boomers? Do you hate old white boomers? Well, here we are.
Ah. So how did they delineate that? When I was a kid, it was 1958 was the end of the boomers, and then they steadily, every few years, they would move the year up more and more until now. What is it? 1966.
I
now?
think we
Is
slide.
the
Me
end
and Mike
of the
slide in it
boomers?
now. I think it's 61.
54
I
to
think actually I'm the final year.
Well, we're the biggest year. 61 is the biggest year.
Yeah, they said there was a woman having a baby every minute, and they have to find her and stop her.
It's 46 to 64.
Do.
64. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
Here's the thing,
born
though.
in 60.
So the next one is Gen X, right?
I don't know.
What?
I'm not
Is
sure.
At
Is
the
it?
tail end of the boomers have more in common with the Gen X people than we do with the,
Yeah.
people 20 years older than us,
It's true.
So culturally, are we really boomers? I don't know.
Oh, no.
Draw the line somewhere, you know.
It doesn't matter.
We're
None of that stuff
tweens.
matters.
I heard a good one. They called us Generation Jones,
Jones.
right? Because we know what Jones means.
Yeah.
Jones, right? And
We
so I
don't-
checked this out on some older boomers, and I asked them what Jonesin was, and they didn't know.
Yeah, because they weren't cool.
Like, you never heard of Basketball Jones?
You never heard of Jonesing for weed?
Yeah.
That's,
So we're
that's
Generation
right.
I'm
Jones.
Jonesing. Remember
We know
that
what Jones means.
the summer of '77 they found that cargo ship full of weed in Narragansett Bay, and we couldn't find seeds. But we kept watching on the news them throwing bale after bale in that incinerator. Right, it was dry as hell. Man, I was jonesing that summer. Yeah, 77. The summer of 7. My year, I got my license and everything, and couldn't get a bag to save your ass. Because they found it in that boat in Narragansett Bay. They found it all. Big, giant bales.
Wow, I missed that one. What year was that?
77.
Did you say
Yeah.
77?
Yep.
Wow.
I clearly remember that.
Boy, how times have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the dispensary soon and get some legal weed.
I got
What's our?
I got me some right here.
Is that our status now? We're legal.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
you can even
Yeah.
grow some in your own home.
All right.
Legal.
You baked
Well,
out
let's
your
get
ass.
together and go.
They have a
Hell
few.
yeah.
Ben.
You live in Rhode Island and you didn't know that?
George
Wow.
has been busy.
George's a busy man. He
He's
doesn't have time to
retired.
live out in the
He's
woods.
busy. He's busy doing nothing.
Yeah, but you gotta keep
You're
it-
type of this shit.
Myself.
Yeah.
you gotta
It's
keep
just
up with
me
the-
and QAnon post. That's it.
Yeah,
That's why I don't know nothing.
yeah, the super offensive memes. Yeah, gotta keep up with those.
So check this out. I'm reading this book on Galileo, right? And the way people like in 1610, it's the same shit as now. It's just it's different beliefs, but people are like bent on their beliefs, you know. And it doesn't matter. In the end, it doesn't matter. Like what we're beefing over now doesn't fucking matter. It's just our perception of how things are right now. Like the Catholic Church back then was healthcare because like if you were sick, all anybody had was hopeful thoughts. You know, and it was
Right,
universal.
prayers.
So you know, you couldn't be fucking with that by saying, "Hey, this, you know, that shit we've been saying that ain't real." You know, now what do we do?
Then they
you
had
know?
they had a miracle of technology. They had the printing press, and you could print indulgences. You could go to the Catholic Church and pay them money, and they would give you an indulgence, forgiving your sins or petitioning you to get health care from God, I guess. And this was the big beef about the Protestants had with the Catholic Church, where they're printing these indulgences. This new technology kind of changed everything.
So January
But some
10th.
days it didn't change anything because it's still a fucking scam. Any way you look at it.
So
They're
Well,
selling
at the
indulgences.
time.
They've been selling bullshit for fucking centuries.
everybody's selling bullshit. There's whatever people are ranting about right now is bullshit. I don't care what it is. You know,
Well,
it's the
then what
latest
you're
science.
saying
Whatever.
now
It's
is
bullshit. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear all your beliefs. Everybody's beliefs. They're ranting. You know, we're not the center of the universe.
Well, I'm a Juanist myself.
I don't careist. I'm staying out of itist. I keep my head downist. Avoidist. I'm an avoidist. Clearly avoidingist. I don't want to be one of those people. Just bent on a thing, you know. You must yes, we're only here like 60, 70 years. What the fuck are you doing? You know, and it's weird. Like if you go in any time in the past, there were the same types of attitudes towards things, and those things don't matter anymore. The shit doesn't carry over. What you care about now is bullshit. Forget it. Just enjoy being alive. You know, and trying to make the most of it because nobody knows what the fuck this is about.
Pissed off about may change, you know, due to history or what culture you're in, but the people themselves haven't changed at all in 60,000 years.
Oh no, people are the same, but they're doing the same shit. It's just the subjects are different.
Silly shit. Like they always got bent out of shape over silly shit. Maybe the subject matter of that silly shit might have changed a little bit here and there, but
No, the subjects are pretty much the same too.
there's always a Karen.
Where we
trying to
came
tell you how to
from,
live your
you know, stuff like that. You know, meaning
There
of
were
life.
Karens back in the cave.
My-
Cave Karen. Cave Karens who would
Cave
tell you
Cave Karen.
how to live
I
your
like
life,
that.
you know?
Cave Karen. I think I got a title for this week's show. Cave Karen. I want to draw a
Karen.
picture. I'm gonna have like I've been messing around with the art Mid Journey and all that, right? Leonardo. It's pretty wild. It's pretty cool. You just put in a description. I don't know if you noticed. You type a description, you know, like monkey in a spacesuit, you know, and then hey, you got one, you know.
Sequoia's been playing with that stuff a lot. He's making his own tarot deck, and his pictures are really wild.
Yeah, I want to do one on just Galileo. Actually, that for 1610. I even went. It was January 7th, 1610, when he first made a telescope powerful enough to see Jupiter, and he saw three stars, what he thought was three stars. And so I went to Stellarium, put in that date, put myself in Venice, and there it is. And the moons are lined up just like he described them, three of them. He didn't see four, and he thought they were suns. And the next night he looks again, and the three suns had moved in front of Jupiter. Like he's going, like, are they speeding past Jupiter? They're moving, like these stars are moving. What the fuck's going on, right? Because he had looked at there was a bunch of stuff he saw before that. When he looked at the moon, it wasn't smooth. He saw craters and shit, right? And he was like, "Whoa, that's a fucking blast," you know. And then he looked at the Milky Way, and it was like full of stars. They didn't know it was full of stars. Pleiades, he found like all the stars that are, if you ever saw Pleiades with binoculars, it's like whoa, you know what I mean? So this is I went to that one. Then I followed the night, and then the next night, right, it was cloudy. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, welcome to astronomy. And because he couldn't wait, he wanted to see again, right? So I go fucking check it out. Then he started real. Like by the 15th, he was convinced they were moons orbiting Jupiter. And then when the you know, he got what he wanted with the telescope. He finally got a thing where he was going to, he was set for life now, but also he was doomed too at the same time with that knowledge and the people, fighting the fight that was so familiar. People almost split down the middle about it, and they're willing to kill for it and all this other shit. And it's like, there's people that we're doing it now. We always do it. We're always doing it, and in the end, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It was something we should just we should get over that. We should just stop doing that. That doesn't matter. Even modern shit, whatever we're doing now is the same shit. It's just stupid, dumb shit. When it comes to throwing down on each other and stuff, getting all upset, hating, it's not worth it. It's stupid. So how much?
I got a book recommendation for you, Dave. I just think you'd like it. It's not about astronomy. It's called The Agony and the Ecstasy. It's about Michelangelo.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it sounds like something I'd like.
It's really good. It talks, it goes into depth about the things that he was saying in his sculptures, like how he would use the hand gesture to say something. Like it goes into a lot of depth about that.
That's interesting. Yeah. Releasing the prisoners out of marble the way he thought and shit. That was pretty wild,
Yeah.
The Prisoner, that last one he was doing, they call it The Prisoner because he's only half done. Half of it's still in marble. He'll never finish it because he died. But he's like really old. And he was still working. He was still chiseling marble. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's a note. A friend of mine just went to see all that stuff just like 2 weeks ago. He was there. And he's like, you're going to this one place, and there's stuff scribbled on the wall. Like they left it unchanged. The stuff that his workers scribbled on the wall, and this thing that he wrote about how he could only carve a couple of hours a day now, and then he has to rest a day. And I can relate to that because I used to be able to carve 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and now when I'm carving, it's like 4 hours.
Same, yeah.
And I have to stop.
I gotta stop too. Hey, Mike, how's your knives coming?
It's coming. I ran into kind of a wall with a forge, so I gotta try different tactics with forge.
Make that Damascus steel. Go ahead, see if you can.
That's something different, huh?
No, that was like they can't make it. They can't figure it out. I mean, they know what it was, but there was still a procedure that they can't redo. They can make a Damascus knife look like that grain and all that, but
I found a guy on
you can't make a
Facebook Marketplace.
He's been out
a forge
and did all the things. She hasn't.
Full setup, like a forge, the connectors.
That forge that guy made with those 2 fire bricks don't work. Drilling a hole.
I tried that and
2 torches.
It got a little hairy.
Got hairy. Okay, say no more.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, it's just the cheap way to go. Cheap is hairy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, see, I'm going to blast this mountain, but I'm going to do it cheaply.
Yeah. I had a fire extinguisher by me, so. But
these wicks were made in China. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I found a guy right in the next town over, Rollingford, selling a Forge. One of these guys, used it once. Um,
Yeah, used. Yeah, eBay or marketplace or whatever. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Facebook Marketplace, same thing.
Hey,
Um,
do you know what you can
let
get
me
for
think.
free? You know you can have for free right now an exercise machine, especially those ones that you can buy on impulse at 3 in the morning on TV. Right? You get it, and then it sits there mocking you. Actually, when you see them, just look for them. Just see if you want to buy one on eBay. They're all there, set up by an easy chair. Clearly, like the guy's watching TV, and this thing's right next to him, mocking him. You've never used me. I've been here 2 years. This exercise machine you bought for $1,000 at Dick's. There's some of them say just take it. I'm not lying. The guys just take it, free, $3,000 exercise machine.
You know what else is kind of like that was the hand drumming craze of the 80s and 90s.
Hand drumming.
People were spending $400 or $500 on
Djembe. You can buy a djembe for $20.
What is that?
Nowadays, it's like, you know,
What's a djembe?
A doumbé.
Before my kids
Same
find
as
it.
a doumbé.
it's like a hand drum. Hand drum. Djembe. It's kind of
It's shaped like this, and you hit in the front.
it's flat on top, it's round, flat like a regular drum band.
Yeah.
But it's a big. How would you describe that, Mike? It's like a cone, not a cone, but
It looks like a ball.
I know what you're talking about. Then it flares out at the bottom a little bit, right?
in the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember those.
I mean, I bought one for $400.
Whoa.
It wasn't even a really good one. Come to find out,
You could have bought a great hi hat.
There it is.
Yeah,
That's what you should have got. Look, George just got one. George bought yours for like $10 at the yard sale. I'll go get my snare drum. We'll really let's get this party started.
tighten that up.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah. Not today though.
That's it, eh?
Everybody's got one. They just
Yeah.
some of us just don't know where it is.
I know mine is. It's empty coffee cans are great.
He's next to the band.
Dave has a whole set.
I do. These can be anything I want them to be. Name it.
Jump on him right now.
I put on yeah. Well,
Let's hear you. Jump
all
on
right.
him
Can't.
right now.
You won't be able to hear me, but
I won't.
you can see me.
That's even better.
There we go. Should be able to hear it. What's that?
Yeah, play that.
Music. Can't hear you.
Sounds great, man. You never sounded better.
Can't hear you, man. Can't hear anything.
Like those drums.
Yeah, that's great. I think about 75% of the drummers in the world should have those drums.
I'm playing the bass. I'm playing the bass right now.
What's he doing
Drum and
that?
bass.
Where'd he go?
You look cool anyway.
Yeah, he did.
So anyway, how's the weather out there in Cow Hampshire?
Yeah, we get some clouds today, gonna rain later on.
Yeah, same here.
It's been a nice stretch though. Nice stretch of weather.
Yeah, this
It has
weather's been
been.
great. It's been a really slow, nice spring. Weather's been awesome.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. We couldn't hear you.
So I can hook it up to hydrogen. Have you ever used hydrogen? It's a drum machine. You hook it up to these things. It's just MIDI signals, and you can make any kit. Name it. You know, have a symphony of those drums you were just talking about. Anyway, that's fun.
Yeah.
And you know, a drum machine and a human doing it, there's a difference. There is. You know, there's a
Right.
feel. It's a time. You have to be in time, of course, but man, there's just something about it. There's this you can really tell. That's something the computer's going to have a hard time making it sound like a human.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Like I've noticed, you probably noticed this too when you're recording. Like sometimes the mistake that you made while you were playing was like the best part of the thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
God came down and hit your elbow. Try that. You know, it's like wow. That's like the best part of the whole track is that mistake you
Yeah.
had in the middle. You know, just
They
like a
call those
dotted
Business call. A business
they
call
call
on
those
dotted
Saturday
eighth.
morning.
happy mistakes.
Take business
Having
calls
mistakes.
on
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday morning.
What?
I got a business call on Saturday morning. I don't take business
That's
calls
out
on
of
Saturday
control.
morning.
You got to stop that.
I will not answer that.
Usually mornings are off the table for me, but for you guys, I'll do it. I actually got up. I woke up. I have set my alarm for 8:30 to do this because,
Stand by.
for me,
Technical difficulty.
1 in the morning was perfect for me last night. You know, I was raring to go then. Yeah, 1 hour out of work.
I'm thinking of having a
We're
cigarette.
not all vampires, Dave.
Now, that's why I am
Yeah.
because there's nobody out there. Trust me, I know. I look around. There's not many people. It's nice. Uh, it's National No People Day. Every day is the pandemic for me. You know, it's just me and Jupiter at midnight.
The other way is like you could be up during the day but live in the country and not see anybody all day. That's another way of doing it.
Yeah, I lived out in the country. I've done it.
Yeah, but where you lived, you'd see people all day.
Yeah, I know. Not always. Well, I watched it slowly go away. I was there when there was nobody. It was just me and a dog. And then I just slowly watched it erode.
What's the
You
matter
know,
with people?
no,
They smell.
they smell. Yeah, I
Some of
mean
them
they
smell,
smell
Too
bad.
many of them.
some of them smell good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't see them walking around every
Not
day.
enough of them.
yeah. In
Not
Europe,
enough of them.
they smell good in Europe because they have bidets. Here, everybody smells like they've smeared shit all over their asshole. The whole country smells that way. Yeah,
I
bidets,
beg your
man. Why don't you
pardon?
guys fucking wash your ass? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, but they constantly got cigarettes in their mouth over there.
Nah, there's no cigarettes anymore. That was a problem for sure.
I've been
Yeah,
thinking of having a cigarette.
fucking
Since
cigarettes,
I,
man.
since I quit, I figured it'd be okay. Since I quit,
Yeah.
you want one? Since you quit,
Yeah,
we
you're
can
lucky you
have
never
one
got
now.
that monkey.
We can have one now since we quit.
Yeah, yeah. We're free.
They're missing the reference.
Got any pie?
Missing the reference.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Coffee and cigarettes. Jim Jarmusch. Watch that. You'll like it. It's fun.
Jeramouche,
Yeah.
Galileo.
Check it out. Coffee and cigarettes. You like it.
Ghost dog.
Do they have several
Dead
stories,
man.
or is
Yeah,
it just one?
it's like vignettes. It's like
Well,
a
kind of. Yeah.
It's in a,
Kind of.
it's in a booth. There's a booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Dr.
seen
White.
it.
It's Tom Waits and
Yeah.
Iggy,
I've seen it.
Iggy
I've seen it a couple of
Pop.
times. I actually got the file. I have the file, but I didn't. That part, yeah. I don't know.
That's
I like that
funny.
fishing with John. That was good with Tom Waits. That was one of my favorites. Like what was that sea creature? The narration was great. The narrator when they first pull out,
Yeah, yeah.
man is a dangerous animal, shit like that. It was just
They would just say these bizarre things.
yeah. It was. I like the ice fishing one with Defoe, Willem Dafoe. He just hammed it up. They were out there maybe an hour or two, and he just acted up in front of a camera. They made it like they were there for days, and they slowly lost their minds because they couldn't catch fish.
Did you see the Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
Yeah, that was great.
With Tom Waits as a gold digger,
Yeah, yep,
and the guy comes up and shoots him. And
yeah.
he's like, "He didn't get anything important. He didn't get anything important."
That guy to come out of the hotel with like pots and pans for like armor, he's clanking away.
Oh yeah. Was it pothead, panhead?
I just remember him coming
That's
out
great.
and clanking away, man, coming right at him.
And then there was
I'll watch
there was
anything Coen Brothers produce, man.
Yeah.
there was that scene with the traveling circus, you know, and that was bizarre.
Yes.
That one wasn't really funny. It was more like just fucked up, you know.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, they'll do both. You ever see Blood Simple? Their first one, their first movie.
No,
It's not their script.
That's
But it's done well. Um,
I really like.
yeah. I want to see that. I heard
Never
about
saw it, huh?
Nope.
It's not. It's not. They didn't write it. It's their first movie, you know. But they're all over it. You can see them all over it. Anyway, I won't say nothing. It's worth seeing, but
What's it
it's
called?
Blood Simple.
Blood Simple.
I think
I really liked what they did with
their
Cormac.
version of True Grit is actually better than the original. That's usually not.
Oh yeah, the new True Grit's far superior. The one with John Wayne in it was Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell couldn't act for shit. The only one who was good was the girl. She was awesome. Actually, it wasn't for her, the thing would have been complete shit. Actually, it's worth watching because of her performance. Those other two are just,
The girl in the remake was really good too.
yeah.
What's his name?
I love that. Well, that didn't work out the way I figured.
The dude, right?
No, it
Yeah,
didn't pan out the way I
Dodgers,
figured.
yeah.
Yeah. The gunfight didn't go his way.
I really liked what they did with No Country for Old Men.
That was a good one too. That was really good.
Cormac McCarthy. That was
Friendo. That guy was right. Friendo. Man, if you don't see that you're about to die, what's wrong with you? Take a look at this guy.
Yeah.
heads or tails.
He's an alien.
It's your lucky day.
It was
Your
just,
lucky quarter.
when everybody was doing the temperature thing, that temperature thing through the pandemic, I thought of that movie. Because you just walk up to you with that knocker. And everybody's like willingly, they're just giving you, and I was saying, look, they're priming us for that. We're all going to line up one day. They're not going to be temperature takers. They're going to be knockers, it's some kind of freezing unit behind you. Soylent Green is people. We're making Soylent Green over here.
Donnie, shut the fuck up.
Ah,
You're out of your league.
so what do you think? Was Donnie alive or was Donnie a
I like thinking that way. No, Donnie was
good.
in his head. It's just cool to look at it that way while you're watching the movie.
I've looked at it.
The dude talks to him. People talk to him.
There is evidence that
Yeah.
that is actually real.
He's real, but it's a cool thought. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
Like
the dude did talk to him.
at the beginning of the movie, like that first scene where in the bowling alley, it'll work for a while, and then something will happen. You go, it's bullshit. Because I did watch it that way.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. It's not true, but it's cool. It's still cool, and it's worth telling people. Just say that. It's
Hey,
make people see it again.
Wizard of Oz. I've looked at that one too.
Oh yeah. But I've done it with other things. You can just play music to anything. We usually just watch TV with the volume off, remember, and play albums.
Yeah.
That shit sync up all the time. There's nothing magical about that. Your brain does that.
Yeah.
It makes patterns. That's why you could throw a video together and, ooh,
When
you're a
we did
genius.
when we did the Dark Side of the Moon, it was they had a 5 CD changer, and Dark Side ends, halfway through the movie. The next CD that came on was an Alison Krauss CD, and it fit perfectly.
Alison Krauss
All
is
the way
beautiful.
through it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
It's better than Dark Side of the Moon.
What? Yeah, Alison Krauss is perfect for the happy ending. You know what I mean? That's where she belongs. Right there where it's all happy and ending, and there's no place like home.
Nowadays, you can get that whole thing on YouTube. You just type in hell, you just type in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You can just watch it on YouTube. You don't have to line it up anymore.
Yeah.
The singer does
You had
it.
to hit play at the third roar of the lion's roar. You had to
You
hit
don't have to
play.
do that. You don't have to do that anymore.
I think about
How stoned do you have to be? How stoned do you have to be to figure all that out and think it's some kind of conspiracy or whatever?
Yeah, you get to be pretty fucked up.
yeah. Yeah, you have to be pretty fucked up. Yeah,
That little to do, man. Little to do.
little, very little. It's true, man. That's it. That's there's room in your head for that. Jeez, that's what I mean. I mean, you gotta empty your brain out of. You just quit
I
wasting
got
your
no
time on shit that ain't nothing. Ain't mean nothing. Doesn't mean shit to you. You know.
right.
Just try to make it to the finish line with some kind of sanity and enjoyment, peace,
Too late.
peace of mind.
Too late for that.
Good luck.
What we got here is a crusader.
No, it's too late for that.
What we got here is a crusader.
See it, yeah.
Yeah, sounds it.
Remember, speaking of the Big Lebowski, do you remember the Jesus?
The Jesus.
I remember. Yeah, I know of Jesus. I've heard of it.
You know, he's the guy with
I don't-
the Jesus.
8-year-olds, dude.
He's polishing his bowling ball. He's got his own movie out.
I've
There's
never
a movie about that guy.
seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
I remember there was like it was in the news or whatever that it was coming out or if they were
Yeah,
making
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I never got a chance to see it.
Yeah, the Jesus. You don't fuck with the Jesus. Be in his purple bodysuit,
Man,
polishing his bowling ball.
sure can roll though.
Oh, I know. We could do a whole segment on the Big Lebowski.
You don't know how to. Yeah.
There's a lot of bowling alleys that have like the Big Lebowski day, you know?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
come
well,
in dressed up as a Big Lebowski character.
They're knocking down the town lanes over here by me.
Oh, yeah.
They're putting in a bank. Where Ribs and
Did you get rid
Company
of the one
was.
in Brooklyn yet?
There's a bank where Ribs and Company used
Well,
to be.
it's closed, but I don't know.
So
if
the
they-
bowling alley and the rib place are gone, and there's two banks going to be two banks there now. So I got
That's
that
what we
going.
need. More banks.
That
More
sucks.
banks and pharmacies.
Sucks.
Every corner should have a bank and a
and
pharmacy.
McDonald's.
And McDonald's.
That's horrendous. That one's always got a line. There's always traffic at that McDonald's. Yeah.
Which, oh, that's right.
On Atwood. It's fucked. And right next to it's the Taco Bell. That's a consolation prize. Like people, if they can't get into the drive-thru at McDonald's, second place is the Taco Bell. You know, it's gross. It's
You
just
you ever see a movie called Donald Cried?
Donald. You know,
Oh,
I don't know, man.
no.
Look for that movie. That movie is
sounds.
funny characters, man. And it takes place in Warwick. That was filmed in Warwick.
Oh
Rhode
no.
Island.
Yeah, this
Really?
thing's. Yeah, this shit filmed here. They're filming something here now. Burger
Yeah,
or something.
I
Burger
went by
joint
it
or some shit.
yesterday. The Good Burger. Oh,
Good
it's-
Burger. Yeah.
Yeah.
What venue did you see that on?
I went by it. It's on Middle Spring Avenue, right up by the big.
Your dad trying to be an extra, or is he
They're
past
all
the
out
time?
there. Yeah, they had the whole intersection blocked practically.
Yeah, I don't
dropped
want to be
my
in the
son off at his friend's house yesterday. Yeah, there was a big production going on. Was
I'm
it
in a
Good
movie.
Burger or-
I'm an extra in a movie. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I
where?
actually got free frame. It's
What's that?
remember that movie with Kurt Douglas where an aircraft carrier goes back in time to World War II? It's the Nimitz. When my ship went into Pearl Harbor, they said if you guys want to be in a movie, get in your whites and go up on the rail and salute the Arizona while we float by. So I did that, and we're looking like, where's the camera? Where's the camera? I was up front, and so in the movie, yeah, there's a picture because it's the Kitty Hawk. It's not the Nimitz. But anyway, it's a flash. I'm there. I'm one of the white things on up front on the ship. Look how fucking there I am, man.
Nice.
Making any money? Any money? Get
No, oh no.
And, and you got to salute the Arizona.
Immortalized.
So that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Well, this movie, Donald Cried, you know, it's about this loser guy from Warwick. Right?
Come on, man.
Lives with his
Is there any other kind of guy in Warwick?
and a lot of it, what made me think, because remember last week you guys were talking about, or some past week you guys were talking about the tunnels underneath the city.
Oh yeah, exploring Providence. Bill Moss
They go
bought
into
it
some
up.
kind of-
Yeah, it was
They go
great.
into some kind of tunnel under somewhere.
Bus tunnel.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, ours was the train tracks.
It's a cool little movie though. If you like, funky movies. I don't know where you'd find it. You just have to Google it, look for it.
Yeah.
Goes a long
Really,
way.
in Warwick.
Yeah.
Warwick and McDonald culture in Warwick.
There was well, there's that movie that was done on the hill about those Italian kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
this-
yes, that was one of the Farrelly brothers' first movies. That was great.
It was good. I like that scene where he's cementing the gun into the wall, and some of that cement lands on his shined, expensive Italian shoes when he was doing it. Yeah, that scene still sticks in my head. You know, there's
saw that.
great filmmaking.
Oh, the other one they did that was set in Pawtucket.
Pawtucket, yeah, Outside Providence. That fucking movie is hysterical. Yeah, this place suck or what? What is
Outside Problem? Yeah.
yeah
Yeah, that was a
Too,
good one.
the bong? What is that? It's a musical instrument. Oh yeah, we'll play something.
Who are those guys?
We knew every one of those guys, and we're every one of those guys.
Oh my God.
That was great.
So Donald cried. It's a kind of a low budget thing, right? But one guy makes it out of Warwick, and he goes, he makes it big in New York somehow.
George made it out of Warwick.
He comes back. He comes back to Warwick, and he gets stuck there with his old friend Donald.
Oh no,
That kind of thing.
George.
That's what happens. You go back there, you get stuck there.
Well,
I
Oh
know,
my
I
God.
was lucky. I was very lucky to get out of there. I really was.
Yeah.
Could have been stuck there forever.
I used to be in Warwick. Believe me, man.
I've never been.
You're actually a real Warwick guy.
I'm a Warwick. I
Started
Warwick, Warwick.
Were you born there?
I was born there. Dude.
Yeah,
Were you born there?
I was born there.
Wow.
my dad was born in
You're a
Hoxie, near
native.
Mousie's. Everybody was born down there.
Born in Warwick.
My family.
Wow. Hey man, I'm still living with some of the dementia from living under the airport.
How long did
No,
you live
approach.
in Warwick, George? How long were you
Breathing
there?
in all
10
those-
years? He was like 10 years or more, right?
At least a good 10 years, yeah.
Like from Child Reach. I remember Child Reach when you didn't even live in the. You moved. Oh fuck, that was a million years ago. 91, 91.
Outreach was in Warwick too.
Right? That's when we went. That's when I took you to Mousie's. Says, oh, there's upsides to Warwick because I
Yes.
was a milkman down there. I knew Warwick like the back of my hand then. I knew all the side streets.
Mousie's was a bright spot.
Yeah, I knew where
Really
I knew where all the
bright
glowing
spot,
spots
Warwick.
were in Warwick. There were garden spots. Wasn't many, but
Yeah.
Connecticut Point wasn't bad. That wasn't hard to take. I liked it down there. I didn't mind it. It's the airport that sucked, and all the other people, of course.
Warwick was different.
The
though.
traffic.
Traffic.
I was born in '64, and we moved out of there in '74. And what years were you there, George?
91.
Well, if dementia serves, 91 to
It was a lot different.
2006, maybe 2005,
Ah.
2006, something like
It was a lot different in the '60s and '70s,
that.
It was still a lot.
Yes. Your father was a business owner too, right? He had like a gas
he did.
station down there or something.
He had the Amoco down there, yeah.
Right where that Cumberland Farms
Yeah.
was.
Cumbie's is there now, yeah.
Yeah, that was a mechanic. I fixed the brakes on the Maverick with him. I was out there fixing them, and he came out. And he had that this little tiny pipe cutter, just for brake lines. It was perfect. So I was struggling with a big one, Yeah, it was cool. There's that time he talked to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
they were there like a year. You said something finally.
Your father was a pretty imposing guy there.
Yeah.
The cowboy hat and everything. His station started to get broken into a lot down there, right? And I have a memory of being in his pickup truck, going down to his station on the weekend, and sort of approaching it from a side road, and like he kind of went in through the side there, and you could see a guy looking in a broken window in the front of the station, and he goes to me, stay here. He gets out of the truck, walks over, and the guy still didn't see him coming, And right when he got to him, the guy turned around, and my dad picked him up off the ground, put him up against the wall, and held him up like that for a while, put him down and said, come with me. And And the kid was like, no, no, I don't have to. And he ran out, the kid ran away,
Uh,
So, I mean, he knew I
well,
was
Connecticut, yeah,
going to kill the guy.
Connecticut was, yeah, it was a pretty rough neighborhood. That and
Yeah, we
Oakland
started
Beach.
getting closed in on, yeah. A lot of break-ins, on the house.
I delivered in
We had,
Buttonwoods. Everyone went, "Ooh, you go to Buttonwoods." Well, I said, "Price is locked up. It's fine now." You know,
yeah.
it's
They're never
just
gonna.
back to
They're
a
never gonna
quiet
let
neighborhood.
that guy out. They'll never let that guy out. They keep like provoking him, so like he'll attack a guard, and then they'll tack on another 15 years.
Yeah, they're clearly making shit up, and
Oh
they
yeah,
Oh
changed the
yeah,
law. You
but
know,
that guy should never walk the streets. That guy should never be allowed out.
they got it set up now where a 10-year-old could get life. You know what I mean?
Who,
So,
who is this?
for Craig Price,
Craig Price from Button.
yeah.
another fine Warwick
His whole
citizen,
family.
a citizen of Warwick.
Yeah, he
Just
really
to watch them die.
robbed them. Like it's just really bad. Like this guy is
Now
not.
that
He's
train keeps
not
a
fit to
rolling.
be out in the population at all. If they ever let him out, someone's going to kill him just because of that. Because he's like a
Uh,
rabid dog. He's nothing you can do about that.
When I was a kid in Warwick, the kids were playing all over the place. We had forts everywhere.
There are places that are still like that, just not
Yeah,
here.
the war changed. War got dark.
Whole country changed. This place, every place looks like this, like strip mall, and nobody walking around. If you don't have a car, you're screwed. It's from mall to shining mall, man. The whole thing, right? Those McDonald's, they go on forever, and
this
Walmart's
is. I
and
felt.
Raina,
Yeah, you feel like
fucking.
trapped in it.
There's
It's
no
like
place to
weird.
take a bike. Don't even walk. Like the sidewalk will just disappear on you,
And
right? It'll
nobody's
be,
outside. Yeah.
like a crosswalk. You kidding me?
You
I,
I felt trapped, like I couldn't breathe. It really was very stifling fucking place.
you have to have a car here.
But when
Oh.
we were kids, we had, there was these pockets of woods everywhere, and like we knew every one of them, and we'd have forts in every one of them. And there was kids everywhere.
In North Providence, this friend of mine, Centerdale, where
Yeah,
Centerdale, right?
yeah,
You know that
yeah.
that stop is that one way, but there's that ledge that goes to the top. There's like ledge there. It's like I took George Waterman Avenue and Mineral Spring. When you go
I know
around,
where.
there's
I
that
know
Oh
where.
rock.
yes,
That's a
yes,
place. We
yes.
went up there. Like everybody, like from that neighborhood went up. That's where the kids hung out. It was great. We're just looking down at the traffic down at that hardware store, that where the river is over there. Yeah, the high ground. Yeah, there's a pocket of woods everywhere.
10 minutes.
Oh no.
What's on the agenda today?
Uh, I don't know, cooking something in a crock pot and
I'm working on
watching
a
the rain.
Galileo / my binoculars video that I should have done by tomorrow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I had to do I set up how to set up the binoculars, how to see, like my binoculars have the strength of Galileo's telescope. I can see Jupiter like he could, and Saturn looks weird. It's like shaped wrong. He thought it had wings or it was a triple star system triple sun. Or couldn't make it out because it just looked like it was shaped weird. It's what it looks like to me with my binoculars. That's what
How
Saturn looks like.
powerful are your,
Celestial bodies.
how powerful are your binoculars?
70,
70.
yeah, 15 by 70. They're big, they're heavy. I have to put them on a tripod. You got to use a tripod, and then I have the tripod. I put it up to my chest, and just like kind of not touch it and look at it. Like I've seen it like when it's hazy at night, and Jupiter's really close. It looks like Jupiter and the moons are suspended in the atmosphere to me. Like it looks like Jupiter is right. Yeah, it's the coolest thing. Can't take a picture of it, but it's like weird. And it's like when you look at it that way. I look at other shit too, right? You lose your sense. Like it's like that, like how pilots crash into the ground. Like it's the same thing because I'm standing. I'm not touching anything. I'm just up to the lenses. So I just adjust it and I get it as close as I can to myself. And yeah, yeah. But then I can just like get lost. Whoa, whoa, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I love them. And when you look through binoculars, everything's the way it looks. It's right side up, like how we look.
Right.
Like telescopes reverse stuff. You're looking into a mirror. It's just not the same.
You
But
have to try some really nice ones. One was $5,000 pair of Swarovski binoculars. A friend of mine used to rep for them, and he had these, and he would take people out on bird watching and stuff with these binoculars. They're trying to sell binoculars, right? And one was the $5,000 pair, and one was the $1,200 pair. And for the first time in my life, I was able to look through binoculars and actually see what I'm looking at. Normally, like, it makes for me, all the ones like the Bushnells you buy at the sporting goods store or whatever, it makes things bigger, but you can't see them clearly, and I can always see better without them. But these ones, man, made everything big and crystal clear. Like, you spend thousands of dollars to get good binoculars,
Those field glasses are great in stars, though. They bring in a lot of light. I know what you're talking about. It's not so great when you're trying to look at the bird, but they're awesome. Like when beating light pollution and getting some stars in. Those are actually my smaller ones are good for that because they bring in more light. But they don't have any magnification really. But the fucking stars really pop. So they're all just take anything that will magnify anything and point it up. I guarantee you. Like the moon is always there. The moon is always a thing. That was Galileo's first thing. Like I got that book. It was on Gutenberg. I want to print it. And his first called the Starry Messenger. He wrote a book that time too. Yeah.
I'm reading Neil deGrasse Tyson's book called The Starry Messenger, and he named it after Galileo.
In honor of Galileo's book. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Mostly just essays about science.
There's Galileo. I sue his ass.
I think the copyright ran out.
Yeah, just last year.
So the church made him denounce Copernicus and all that, right? So he could live, and then the church, of course, became Italy just like stayed in the Stone Age for decades, while the rest of Europe shot ahead with science because any scientists in Italy just kept their mouth shut after that. It had like a really bad effect on Italians. It was a bad thing. And when the church finally went, okay, well, they tried to apologize in a way because they made they bought a telescope in 1890 or something. It says, see, we like stars now. But they didn't say shit. They didn't say sorry to Galileo. They finally, they pardoned them. You probably know that, Mike. You're probably burning over there, right? Like 1992, they finally went.
October 92.
Yeah, you even know the month, yeah. Mike has that trivia right up front.
Yes. Yes. Just, the Earth goes around the sun. It took until 1992.
I know.
And they want to tell us how to live?
I know. They know things. They know things, man. Yeah, we're pro science now. Yeah.
When was Galileo writing that stuff? In 1600?
1610.
Yeah.
That's right. And 1633 is when he went through all that shit. I mean, they did put up with it for a while, and it was. He kept insisting on no, this other thing is bullshit. Knock it off.
You have to sign that that the Earth doesn't spin.
Yeah.
Or rotate, and then he signed it, and he goes, "All right, I'll sign it." And he goes,
We're the center of the universe, man. Everything revolves around us. Everything. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, it's weird. Most ancient people knew this. It's just the Catholic Church said no when they were being formed. But most ancient peoples knew this.
Well, apparently most people then weren't buying it either. So.
Oh, people are easily duped.
Well, you gotta believe shit to stay in society.
You with death in order to get them to line up. They had to be burning people at the stake in order to get the other people to fall in line. Otherwise,
to get them to pay.
That bullshit.
There's always some price you have to pay in society. I mean, we're paying right. Modern era stuff is the same shit.
Yep.
The vaccination, right? We all had to get that, right? That's familiar.
That's the theme of the day. That's Dave's theme of the day.
Science. Science.
It blinded me. That's science.
We have to do all this horrible stuff. I don't want to do it. I have to. I'm a doctor.
Damn it, Jim.
That was Dr. Mendoza. I am Mendoza. Fuck you.
You just made the dog bark.
Yeah, I just upset the whole world.
That was too aggressive.
He said, see,
All right, quiet,
even the dog agrees.
quiet.
Joanne's has to go to a, Joanne's nephew is, they're having a baby.
Wow.
I was going like, but he goes to the, yeah, wow. He's going to the shower, right? And the new thing is now guys go to showers apparently, right?
Not real guys.
Not guys who can't. Not people. Not employed
Like, no,
men.
man, no. No, man, you're not even gonna get me to go see the baby once it's born. Never mind.
Ooh, paprika.
And I'm like, I've been walking around for a couple of days singing, "Having my baby." Didn't have to keep it. Couldn't put you through it. Yeah, it's funny.
I'm getting my baby fat back.
You're having my baby. She's like,
Oh.
no.
Guys used to have showers for the father. You know, used to be at the bar.
Yeah,
you
be
know,
some
buy the
weird-
drink and you'd be
A lot
like,
of drinking
yeah,
and
Shower
naked
people.
dances.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how guys do it.
Yeah,
yeah.
and there's a buffet there too.
Like, there's gonna be some sad sacks at that shower, and they're like gonna be the only guy there or something, you know. Well, I tried to get Michael to come, but he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll sit around with two other guys. How about them Red Sox, huh? See that?
Baseball.
Well,
I like baseball. You like baseball?
that West Coast trip is a killer. I had to stay up till 9:40 last night for the first pitch. Murder. We did win 6-1, but you know that was.
if you drag me in there, the only
That's it,
thing I'd
Mike.
say is,
You've just used up your entire dialogue for this baby shower. You'll have nothing left to say.
That's why you should bring booze, Mike.
no, you should just go in there and go, all right, wife swap?
Take
Is that what?
mushrooms. You should drop acid for that party.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
And they'll never invite you back again. Great success.
Great success.
Worst thing of all, it's in Massachusetts.
Ugh.
Massachusetts.
Say no more.
Why don't you go back to Massachusetts?
Don't go there under any circumstance.
All right, that's cool.